Oh my god, I love being motivated. I love being motivated.
Me too.
I love being motivated.
I am Brett Dupree, your inspirational, passionate life coach, and I'm here to talk to you about pain. You might be asking yourself, you're all inspirational, joyous expansion. Why are you talking about pain? What's the deal? Well, here's the deal. Like I said in the earlier video, you can learn from pleasure. And a lot of times you discount what you learn from pleasure because you get what you want. And you kind of discount the reason that you got there and the lessons that you can learn from your pleasure, from your successes. However, you can also learn from pain. And no matter how happy, no matter how joyful you will be, chances are you're going to experience pain. There's going to be a loss. There's going to be somebody you love who's going to hurt you. There's going to be something in your life that you don't want. Chances are, it happens. Stuff happens. One of my favorite sayings I've heard is sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. The idea is sometimes you win and then sometimes you learn from your failures. And failing sometimes hurts. So you learn from your pain. Of course, I say sometimes you win and you always learn because you learn from your pleasure and your pain. However, another of my favorite sayings is from The Princess Bride, when Dread Pirate Roberts is taking, I forgot her name, the princess. He goes, "Life is pain, princess. Life is pain." It is. Life is pleasure and life is pain. They're both there. They both will exist in your life. And to live a joyous, expansion, amazing life, you got to use your pain to make you better, not bitter. What do I mean by that? What I mean is you have to take responsibility for all of your life's pains. Take responsibility for what you do about it. No matter what happens in your life, you always have choice on how you react. You have the power to react any way you want to. And if you don't react the way you want to, you have the power to change that the next time. I know there's many times in my life where I acted out of pain, where I was triggered into something. A trigger is one of your emotional baggages. Like when you're a child, something happens to you. Say you're playing basketball and some bullies come and kick the basketball away and give you a wedgie. And they do this every day of your high school career. Every day you're playing basketball because you like basketball enough, but they come and kick it away and give you a wedgie. 20 years down the road, you're in your 40s, your friends are playing around, one of them kicks the ball away as a joke, and you'll just go ballistic on him because that's a trigger. The part of you somewhere, probably up here in your brain, that associated intense pain and suffering with someone kicking your basketball got triggered. And those happen. Those exist. I know I have triggers. My trigger is generally from abandonment. Abandonment's my main lesson in this life, apparently. I get to learn it over and over and over again. Anytime I think I'm close to being done, I am shown how wrong I am. And I'm triggered. And I feel that trigger. And sometimes I am able to calm down and work through it. And sometimes it's so big, I can't. At the time. Or I maybe could. But it just doesn't even occur to me. I don't even think about it until I calm down and relax. I mean, right now, my goal, when I'm working on myself, because life is about a practice, and I work on myself all the time. I research and I work on myself. And one thing I'm working on me is when I'm in the fire, to calm it down. To calm down that fire. And that's what I learned from pain. In a recent abandonment issue that came up with somebody I was in a relationship with, and the relationship ended in a way that I wasn't a fan of. Well, I don't know how. Well, I guess you can end a relationship in a way both people are like, you know what? We don't work together. Good job. Good job. And I felt abandoned. And I jumped into the fire of years of pain and anger. and I didn't do my best. But I was eventually able to calm down and reassess and figure out who I want to be and what I want to be. And that's what we have to do in life, is reassess. When you're in that fire, assess and calm down and get to a point where you connected to your higher self and your upper brain functions, where you can make real good choices. That's what I'm learning from pain right now. I'm more honing in who I want to be, because that is what life is, what you want and what you don't want. And what you want shows you what you want, so you want to work towards it. And what you don't want shows what you don't want, so it shows you what you want, so you work towards it. And your pain shows you what you don't want. And every time you hold resentment for a person who causes you pain, you're not helping anything. All you're doing is hurting yourself. One of my favorite sayings, I've been saying that a lot, is, to hold a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. And that's what it's like. Holding on to resentment hurts you. I'm not saying that you should unforgivably forgive them. Unforgivably? You should 100% forgive them and allow them back into your life. You can forgive someone and let go of the resentment and come to the decision that they're not the type of person you want to hang out with. With all the love in your heart, you're kind of a jerk. That's perfectly honest. There's people in my life that I realize aren't healthy for me, so I don't want to hang around with them. I mean, that's life. And I can say that with 100% love in my heart. So forgiving someone does not mean you have to let them walk all over you. Forgiving just means you don't hold that resentment. And you take responsibility for your pain so you can work through it. And that will help you turn your pain and make you better instead of bitter. Namaste.
JoyousExpansion.com JoyousExpansion.com Come and say hello to Brad Dupree. He is an inspirational life coach, good for you and good for me. He turned my life from grey to blue, I'm sure he'll do the same for you. Get in touch and you'll see your life will change dramatically. JoyousExpansion.com JoyousExpansion.com Yeah.